Hey! How's everybody doing? Fine.
All right.
But I want to comment. Like, have the
Okay.
in the space.
I'm sorry.
You're no longer playing. I am in. I need to use the keyboard, sir.
Okay. Take your.
You breathed into my mouth.
Hey. That's the.
He's supposed to be doing this right now, but I don't know. He's not doing kind of patchy on it. We're going to make it fun, bro.
Okay.
I'm just average all around.
Okay then.
I'm average. Actually, if I were to make myself similar to how I am, the muscle, like how strong I am, would be all the way down. And then motoronics, but then this, like, up. Hold on.
Hey. Okay. Want to go with nuts, Brian?
No, because I'm not playing as.
Okay. Let's go average. Word.
I am just the most average.
We're very average.
Average.
Yeah.
Wait, all three of us are able to interact. Different.
I'm the.
Now you get to choose a tax. I would say. Yes, it basically raises all learning caps by 1. Oh, describe what?
I'm not going to talk the entire time. Fine. Voice is going to be. I'm not doing. So is it. Nikolai's voice. But don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm not really.
I suggest either missions over.
Self together. Our morale up. What?
Oh, some important.
Okay, what else?
Fun stuff.
I tried to.
Just think yourself. Anything.
I believe.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's not talk.
Something.
There is nothing Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Wait, no.
Wait. Ben Mine's.
You did, Lillian. I told you going to be.
I didn't.
No.
I am it for you, Mika.
Hey, when
See
that.
ya.
What? Not the see ha?
The sea.
Your left.
You guys are not dictating what I do,
Terrible
guys.
at art. I am terrible at art.
Nothing.
Oh,
Only
it said
one
my name. It
potential.
said my name. It said my name. Look. Don't have any. Nice to know. Nice to know. Oh.
Never, ever.
Ever.
I don't know. I feel like.
Simply keep.
I think I'm not really.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Ever.
Goodbye.
Simply keep.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Hey,
No
it's reading to me.
No,
Don't read.
it's-
Don't read on stream.
Amen.
I'm sorry. Hey. Okay. No ex.
That's like.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
I want to know about the.
There, no ball of meat, no light in the formless nothing, just nice women.
Are you laughing?
I know you do, baby. I know.
Who is? Oh. Oh no. It's so apparently. It's everybody else in. Shut up.
I am.
Okay. Fine. Okay. But you're not going to make this for me.
Although
why
we
not
could give
Why
suggestions.
state the obvious?
So we
I want
could
it
give
to
suggestions.
Oh,
Oh yes.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I mean,
I want to get off
I
I
that's
like
right,
pain.
smooth.
the birthday light.
Oh,
and
noisy.
wanting things
Let's
for
go.
people- and wanting to.
Okay, let's go do that.
I like and burn.
Ow! I hit face.
And burn.
Could you
and
not?
radio.
It's.
This might be the most.
Hold on.
Don't want-
second. I am not going to.
Okay. And also,
You
guess
said
what?
it.
We're making it. Let's go. But
Wanted commentate. You wanted to play the game for me.
I'll okay. No, I'll on the.
Got it. No breaking.
Do you
Frankie,
really?
That was. Okay.
It will be
yes.
so popular.
Yes. I do. Be off. Be off, you.
Let me off!
Ian!
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Empire? Empire?
Yes. It's. I see.
I don't know. Nikolai. Are we, smart? Are we average? Or are we pasta?
Let's go.
Average? Hey, Awen, tell me. Smart, average, pasta? That's a very creepy response.
Yeah, she.
I still. So overreacting, or I'll go with.
Yes, your one disco mother.
What?
Tell me.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them.
That's so funny.
It's basically all just evil apes
Oh, hey!
juking it out on a giant
Oh.
ball. Infinitesimally small.
Not talk. I just want you to not take over the entire show.
Okay.
Oh,
Infinitism.
Wait, what are you doing, Amber?
want to know if I.
Infinitesimally infinite
By the way, sorry for. I do not see.
Infinitesimally small.
No!
I think.
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you
That is
lose.
That was a very. No.
I would,
Creepy whispering is not common. They. I just don't grabbing them.
okay.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
Every oracle way you plausibly say it.
You lost.
Look up to the sky.
Did you?
Let's
Not like Zelda.
Yes, it, actually, no, it would be Abby. Abby. Like, watch out!
Oh, I don't know. Zelda, like Breath of the Wild, said like a.
It looks
Oh, I don't like it to be a birthday. Oh,
okay,
dang it. Good joke. I need
Okay,
some clothes.
high.
This fan has two chain pull switches.
Welcome.
One ends in a tiny
Don't
fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Actually, on.
The blades come squeaking
Okay.
to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch
Let's
the tie.
go.
Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. The lights are off.
Terrible.
I want some.
Yeah, get on those boys.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Stop doing whispers.
Okay. I am no such.
Fine. Stop.
I'm wearing.
I'm
Ow.
the most sensible person in your. Ow. Wait.
What did the.
Behold,
Behold. Yes.
What sort of creep?
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that
That's
face?
what I thought when
Why?
I
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Yes.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Ah. Um. Oh.
You are correct.
I gained 5
Like the rest of you, it
Really?
comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Whatever. Will I ever walk faster?
Hello, officer.
Oh, I'm asleep. Night.
young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
How does Johnson actually hasn't realized I was right.
Time for it to fit.
Ah!
That hurt my ear.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Almost like you're
Of course, like a small animal that only comes out at night. All it needs is to be heard.
Stop trying to.
Through a PA system,
a
by other
PA.
people.
Fire.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Happy. Okay. Of course.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad,
Laughing
tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Where are you going? Why is your face?
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found.
What?
Thought it
And
was
it's time
obvious.
for party.
Maybe I
Serves them right. You would need another copy of the tape.
Stop it, please, Awen! Oh my gosh. Don't sing loudly. I pitch my ear.
don't talk to
It was for
No. God.
Hello, sweetie.
Okay, I have a better. I have a better one. No,
Yep,
You
just a
shouldn't keep
bunch
your
of
colleague waiting.
reasonable adults.
No,
It's
she-
not
college.
man. You're-
Hey, bro. How
A
art thou?
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach,
Black
He
is
narrows
red.
his
Excuse me,
extends his
Awen.
hand in
Awen.
greeting.
I love kids.
If an assault were
It's a-
launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
And won't you shake a poor sinner's hand?
I feel like obvious that yeah,
Actually,
really? So you guys are just close calls.
Hello.
oh,
Action. Yoshi.
help me.
I can help me. I can think of a rhyme. Okay. Yeah. Hi, I'm a girl.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
But I don't have a name. Bro, the person in front of me is a boy, not a girl.
Okay, hello.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Creative.
Which one should I do?
Get creative.
Which one should I?
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then.
Harder.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday.
That guy?
Saturday
I
too, actually.
totally talked to.
Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Talk to them.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I know.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I think.
Then why did you choose police?
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? Does that mean the does that 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 mean the body is no longer in the
No!
tree? So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I admit that I have amnesia.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Okay, let's
After
go.
you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Oh,
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
who are you?
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Unimpressive.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
I think. Oh. Hey, Win, what are you off doing?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Nothing.
I'm. Oh.
Hey, what?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Picture. Let's go, boys.
What?
Let's go.
I have
am.
no idea what that means.
End of days. It's
What
finally
is this? A
upon
joke
you.
to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
Hello?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
One of the.
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Ever.
In case we need directions.
I am upset.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
That's all.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Well, then. That is all.
I have everything. You?
That's all. That's lit.
Yes, yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Um. Where is the body? Killed him. Why did... Off topic.
No.
Are you the Bart? Excuse me. He wasn't. Or temporarily working.
She went away because none of your business.
Oh,
Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mr. Dolph. Now let's.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I like to be... I actually...
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my... I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3.
Get over it.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I said, well,
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owed him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's
Exactly,
right.
that's
Money.
money.
You owe this establishment
Oh, boy.
130 real.
wow, you're a genius. Like that. Oh.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the
What?
bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of
I
Revachol.
mean,
That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
that. It must be.
After 2.
What are you, a philosopher?
That's quite the statement coming from who has trouble doing precisely that.
Let's go then.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Totally. What? But us.
I don't know how to.
Yes.
How different. Other than older.
That's cop 4. I
You're
haven't
under
offered
arrest.
to pay because I
Let's
don't
go.
have any money either.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
Yeah. Stop it.
Rock Jam.
No, Jeremy.
So weird.
That doesn't sound like
No, it's
somewhere
better.
you can stay.
That's what
if
I
you
should
wanna
have
go.
named it.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Yes?
Option.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
I touched that too.
Yes? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
I suck at all.
Just kidding. Lie, what?
Sorry.
By the way.
Sorry. Punchy. It's
Oh, it's so weird.
basic.
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This
do-
was just hearsay from
Oh, no.
Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Yeah. Nothing to comment on.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us. The Ravachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay. Probably.
I.
No, it's
Crap.
actually. What? Yes.
Oh. Oh no.
No, Dad.
I'd rather have a box of. Anyways, Oh, Mr.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Because it's not part of reality.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
No, It's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Corporation, why did I choose this path?
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union real strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
Opinion!
And the last 20 seconds, I need to...
Politics is habit-forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
But
Sorry.
how about my eyes? Why? Know how like not like a I don't. The summon Thanos.
Okay.
I
Politics is nothing for it ain't hazardous.
Is that thing wall behind the wall behind?
We'll find out. Okay.
Also, I forgot what I was about to turn.
But the last 20 seconds.
No. Or I spent the last. Oh, man.
Oh,
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. He doesn't take a DeLorean. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
Argument.
Actually,
Good.
17. Let's roll.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of.
David?
It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you. No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Up a little.
Ah, if you insist. What do you want to know? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them.
Something the matter, detective?
I wanted.
That's him.
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
That guy.
It's up to
Homo cop over.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
up.
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
He doesn't think.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
No,
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skill. The lieutenant is a police officer of the... But this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook. We all have our different mediums. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking at the wrong tree.
how are you?
I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
I tried that.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Oh,
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
that makes
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
That's like that.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers. I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Hey Kim Kardashian.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Good. But
I
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Oh, that.
I get it correct.
That's right there, in the yard.
that's that.
She's relieved someone has come for it, finally.
No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I haven't.
Scab? A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCN here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Oh.
Ow! Oh, Mana.
Oh, Margaret's birthday! And actually,
Margaret's birthday?
on
Happy birthday!
happy birthday. That's fun. Oh, or that's
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't get. Let's sing, let's sing.
Happy birthday to Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey. Okay, let's. Anna. I don't know.
Mana. Ma. Banana! It's Manana.
Okay, actually,
Actually. Why does that, like, what?
maybe you.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Some of it. That money.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, Or you could convert to his Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
I'm sorry, then. What? Medicine!
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
How do you?
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, I'm averaging everywhere.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Why do you this?
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What's that?
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Titans. Bro just reminds me of a Titan for. conversation. I am honestly done with it.
Yes.
You gave the world. You dominated. You will
Shut up.
be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Also,
Okay,
so
is
you.
this other oh of
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Armor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the seminar. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
is
With your head.
Heads.
Yeah, measure head.
I can't. Oh, cap.
Yes.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Oh no, you asked for it. Measure head.
You do not wish to be judged, because you are a genetic blob of polycultural deformities. This is understandable.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
Sorry.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
That would be.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Honestly.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Don't worry. Sure. Let's just call this a natural.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
bye guys.
Bye, guys.